Since the education programme began here at Wentworth Woodhouse, we've welcomed over 1,500 young people through our doors, right from primary age students through to master students. We're delighted to be able to offer inclusive opportunities that boost learning, uncover skills for work and increase well-being. We work hard with local young people and educators to make sure that our programme is co-created, so we are created by the local community for the local community. Working with local educators, we enhance classroom learning experiences with unique projects inspired by Wentworth Woodhouse. Students with special educational needs and disabilities were inspired by the plaster flowers on the ceiling of the Van Dyke room and created their own ceramics. GCSE photography students created spooky horror photographs. And we have the wonderful Forest of Bewilderment in the garden for natural play. This year, we also challenged young people to become architects themselves through the John Carr 300 Challenge.
Partnerships are central to the work we do. In 2023, we've collaborated with local partners such as Artworks, who worked with us on an inclusive sensory wellbeing project for students with SEND. Working with national partners such as Gallery Town saw primary school students develop the camellia sculpture in Rotherham Town Centre, inspired by our beautiful blooms. And European projects such as Creatives Academy helped to teach secondary school students about working in the arts.
Ambition Unlimited are a company that provide resources and events inside school and outside of school for primary students in years 5 and 6, and then also in secondary students from year 8, 9 and 10. Like a lot of our students on the programmes, I'd never heard of Wentworth Woodhouse until a couple of years ago, and up until last year I'd never visited. The impact of bringing the students here has been huge. We've had really positive feedback from students who came on the visit that maybe they wouldn't have had the opportunities to come to places like this before, and they didn't know what was out there. We've had really good positive feedback from parents saying that sometimes the teenagers don't tend to talk to them much when they get home, but they've been excited to talk about what they've learned and the places they've been, and tried to encourage their parents to come out to these places as well.
What did you like about today?
I loved going outside and learning all the history. And what about you?
I liked going outside, seeing all the nature and all of the animals that they have made out of sticks. I'm gonna tell my mum that we should definitely come sometime because she's a really big fan of antique and vintage stuff.
As well as running the Ambition programme, I'm actually a director of an engineering company, and it's really hard sometimes when we're trying to employ people that they might have the best GCSE grades or academic but don't always have the skills, and I think one of the things our programme does is help them to develop the skills. And one of the things we have seen on the programme is the levels of confidence from when the students have started to the end, and also being able to communicate and be more resilient.
To prepare young people for the world of work, we've provided placements in the house and gardens, training opportunities such as T-level courses, apprenticeships and internships, and live projects that give students a taste of how their learning can be applied in the real world. These placements are far-ranging, from catering, digital and film, to heritage skills, event planning and customer service. Students from colleges and universities have worked with us in 2023 on a variety of projects. Students from the University of Sheffield helped us to create a community garden. Other students from Rotherham and Sheffield brought a new perspective to event planning. Others worked to live working briefs, and a student from the University of Winchester wrote a novella inspired by the story of our house.
So whilst I was studying graphic design at Rotherham College, Wentworth Woodhouse came and tasked us with using creative media such as digital media to create a product that would engage a younger audience. So I decided to create a board game that would bring in a younger audience and a younger age range to the house. So the board game I created, the working title Escape from Wentworth Woodhouse, is a strategic escape game where 4 players have to escape the clutches of a serial killer who's roaming the halls of Wentworth Woodhouse. So there's 4 hero players based on roles that would have been in the house, such as a chef, a lord, a maid and a gardener, and they have to escape another player who is the killer or the caretaker who's roaming the halls trying to catch them. So whilst at university I received an email from Wentworth stating that they were interested in developing the game further and maybe developing it into an actual physical escape room at the house. So the coming months will involve further development of the game with me and the team at Wentworth. We'll be developing the board game, the escape room aspect at the house, as well as the digital platform of playing the game online. And I can't wait to see where it goes, to finally see the project see fruition and see how people react to it.
Our digital traineeships, part of Rotherham's 2025 Children's Capital of Culture programme, enables young people aged 16 to 25 to get to grips with the skills needed to create, film and edit a film.
I can honestly, hand on heart, say that this is the most incredible experience I've ever had in my entire life. I have had numerous jobs and all of them combined have not given me what this traineeship has given me. Is the confidence building, meeting people who are just as passionate as you are in this industry, and just all the skills that you learn are absolutely incredible. And any job I go into in the future, any skills experience, any skills that I've gained, they're all going to be from this traineeship. That's honestly true.
Our learning programmes have also boosted well-being this year. 14 adult learners secured a Level 1 qualification in horticulture, getting hands-on with nature in the grounds of Wentworth Woodhouse. Gardening is good for more than just your physical health. It also increases well-being, but let's hear about it from one of the students.
I didn't realise that Wentworth Woodhouse had got a partnership with the Northern College. I've been a volunteer at Wentworth Woodhouse now for many years and decided to do the Northern College Partnership City and Guilds course in horticulture and passed, which I was pleased to say. It was really important to me because at the time I did this course, my mum developed a really serious illness and I became one of the carers for her. It took me away from the home environment and the sadness surrounding it and gave me a little bit of light and laughter with the people at Wentworth Woodhouse. Doing the course really helped my well-being. For the first time I was able to laugh amongst friends in a nice safe environment and relaxing environment, and for once I actually slept after doing the course.
We've also opened up the historic Old Hall as an exhibition space for schools and the local community to tell their stories in their own words. This is really significant for building confidence and value.
I wanted to present what life could have or would have been like for my friends and other people back then. A lot of my friends are very diverse, multicultural, different expressions of gender and identity. And I wanted to portray the differences and the contrast, the juxtaposition between then and now.
This year, our education programme was recognised by the Historic Houses Association as we won the Francis Garnham Award for Innovation in Heritage Education. You can also hear more about the impact of our work from the young people themselves on our YouTube channel. And this is just the start. In 2024, we'll have more educational resources, more tailored school visits and more opportunities.
Find out more on the education page of our website, and to get involved in our education story, contact our Skills Development and Learning Officer Jen Wall at jenwall@wentworthwoodhouse.org.uk.